Hey, I'm Brad Nelson.
Brian Braun-Duin.
You're supposed to say, "Hey, I'm Brian Braun-Duin," like an actual person says a sentence.
Well, I'm not a person. I'm a
And,
robot version of Brian Braun-Duin.
and you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, so today we're going to be playing a little bit of interesting magic.
Okay.
I'm going to cast 10 mana spells.
I'm gonna cast 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 mana spells.
You have 8 mana spells?
I do. Two of them.
You can reduce their cost somehow?
I can find a way to reduce their cost. Yeah.
So this weekend is the Star City Games Open in Atlanta.
Yes.
And, we're going to be playing a deck from the old, which is Jeskai midrange,
Right.
and a deck from the new. Now, this is the most...
Deck from Beyond. Yeah.
This is the hardest you can push the new mechanics of Battle for Zendikar.
Yeah.
The deck's got 4 Ulamogs, all the ramp the format has to offer to try to cast them, even some Nissa's Revelations, trying to gain 10 life, draw 10 cards, and find no way to lose the game from that point.
Yeah, you probably lock the game up if you draw 10, gain 10.
Yeah.
It's like ultimating Ugin immediately.
But you find the Ugin through that and cast the Ugin.
Then ultimate it later.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just going to be ramping as hard as I can to try to see if that works. BBD is going to try to get under me with Jace's Manus Rider's Disdainful Strokes, trying to do his best to kill me as fast as possible. And we'll see if an Ulamog ramp deck actually can do something. I'm very curious, actually. I have no idea how hard these ramp decks can actually go.
Yeah, I've played a little bit with those style of decks, and they feel very polarizing. In some matchups, it feels like you can never lose. In other matchups, it feels like you can never win.
Welcome to ramp.
Yeah. So, pretty much the classic ramp deck then.
Yeah. So, I mean, any, especially with no Thoughtseizes, any Abzan deck feels like it just could never beat this deck.
Yeah, like I play a Siege Rhino, and you're like, here's a Tarka, or
Yeah.
here's Ugin, or whatever,
Yeah, it's very difficult to kill these things. But yeah, so we'll just take a look, and we'll discuss the matchup after the breakdown once we figure out actually how good this deck is.
Okay.
Because I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right, so let's just do odd even. You roll them, I'll say odd even. This is the best way to roll dice. Even. It's the worst way to roll dice.
It's the best way. Any way that results in me winning, I'm a big fan of. I'll be on the play. Huh. Interesting hand. By that I mean, can I keep this hand? I don't know if I can keep this hand.
But you're going to anyway?
I'm probably going to anyway, and just trusting that I will draw a land. We have 26 lands, so we're gonna hope that happens. So I'll try it.
I should probably mulligan this. This is a very BBD hand. It has 2 Atarkas and 2 Dramokas.
Oh wow!
2 lands and a mana accelerant.
Yeah, that feels pretty bad.
Yeah, I feel like I can do a little bit better.
Now here's the interesting.
And I get the scry.
Interesting thing about this hand is Windswept Heath can fetch a red source or a blue source. So, I actually have the ability to fetch either, so I'm not going to fetch right away because I don't know which I need.
This isn't better, but we'll keep it and
keep that on top. All right, I'm just going to say plains go.
All right, I'm going to say go.
All right, let's see what we draw. Not what we wanted. Go.
Rattleclaw Mystic, your turn.
All right, because he played that, we're going to fetch, go to 19, top card. Oh, was the Cinderglade that we were looking for. So I would have sort of gotten there if I had...
Yeah, I mean...
It would have come into play tapped. And
unless you got a basic plains again.
Yeah, which isn't exactly what I wanted to do. Maybe I should have fetched a Prairie Stream just in case, like, I draw a Knight of the White Orchid, but I don't have one yet, so... We're going to do this.
And you're going to have to skip a land drop to do that?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to roast that guy and say go.
He's toasted. Oh, no land drop?
No land drop.
All right, well, I'm going to play a Canopy and play Whisper of the Wilds. Your turn.
All right, that seems pretty good. I'm going to draw and pass the turn.
I feel like as you keep missing land drops, I get closer to Casting big things.
Yeah, I feel like this is bad for me.
Your turn.
Alright, draw. Okay, there's a flooded strand.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'll fetch. Go to 18, 2, 3.
Are you going to ride dirty?
No, actually. I'm gonna actually get a basic. Let's see.
I'll just do this right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a plains and then cast a Knight of the White Orchid.
I'll fail to find.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay delaying myself to delay him as well.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it doesn't delay him. I don't know what his hand is, but...
Well, I'm assuming that I can't do anything with that mana this turn, and I'm probably going to draw enough mana by the time I want to do something.
So, go ahead.
And I don't need you to go get blue source. All right. Draw. Play. Morph. Attack.
Lock.
Take that back. Go.
Alright, draw. Ah, that's a tilt. 4, 5, 6, 7. I will attack you for 2.
I will go to 17.
Go ahead.
I haven't counted yet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trigger.
Alright, I'm gonna concede.
No. Let me trigger first. Let me at least target.
Okay.
Okay. Those two.
Alright, I'll concede.
All right.
Alright, this hand has, I guess, the opposite problem as the last hand did, but I'm going to keep it, and hopefully we can get there.
I'm going to be ramp guy.
Okay. Go.
Play a land. Go.
Great. It's a great plan. I'll play a land, say go.
I'll fetch up a green-red.
Okay.
If I can find it. There's one, and there's so many proxies in my deck. There we go. That was a proper shuffle. Don't ever do that at home, kids. Don't ever do that in a tournament.
I didn't even...
I looked through my whole deck, one shuffle hand to you. Whisper of the Wilds, go.
Sure. Tilt. Go.
Morph.
Sure.
Go. He's the fourth morph.
Alright, I'm going to fetch a plains, play a Gideon.
Yep.
Make it 2-2 and say go.
That's not good enough. Whisper of the Wilds yet again.
Things are getting wild over there.
They are getting pretty wild. And I am done.
Okay, so he could have cast a Tarka if he had it, so he doesn't have a Tarka.
Could I have?
I think so.
I know. I've played enough ramp decks.
Alright, draw. Alright, we have drawn extraordinarily poorly this game. I guess this guy's on 4, not 2. Well, he's on 5. We'll attack.
I'll take 7 down to 13.
You were down to 12.
Now I'm at 11.
Yeah, you're at 11.
Gonna
And I'm going to hope that I don't lose the game, but we're going to play this. And get a little bird buddy, and then I'm done.
Kit. I don't think there's a card I can draw, and that's not it.
I think there's exactly a card you could definitely draw.
Is it a Tarka?
That would be good. There's a few others, too.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go.
Alright, draw. Play a Prairie Stream. You're at 11. I'm just trying to do... Alright. Plus attack gain 4.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm drawing my third Ulamog.
My hand was dig through time that I can't cast, another Gideon, and 2 battles. But Gideon and a Wingmate, I guess, is good if your opponent doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's like the combo of the format. All right, so I'm going to not sideboard.
Cool. I'm gonna slightly sideboard.
Awesome.
I'm gonna bring in 2 strokes and cut 2 roasts.
All right. The only reason I'm not sideboarding is because green Eldrazi ramp decks. We don't really know what to put in our sideboards yet, and I have plummets that I will bring in on the draw.
Yeah.
But on the play, I just want to go harder to the paint.
Sure. Just
Like
kill
I might
me.
be able to punish you the turn that you play Mantis Rider even.
Yeah. I mean that's perfectly reasonable. I mean
Yeah.
you could have a Hedron Archive in play before I even cast a Mantis Rider.
Yep. And then an Atarka.
And then I pick up my permanents named Mantis Rider, Valor Stancher Tarka, and we go from there.
Ooh, I like this hand so far. Whew, this hand's gonna be sweet.
This hand is has really swept me under the rug. We're gonna try to keep it.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say go.
All right, I'm gonna
get a
do
green.
this, and I'll be fetching for a Prairie Stream.
I just realized, yeah, I would have been able to Ulamog you last game if I had one of the Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. No, I wouldn't have. I didn't even have enough lands in play.
Yeah, I had 5 lands.
I don't
in
even
play.
know if that card's good.
Yeah, I don't think it is actually. If you had a Blighted Woodland, you would have been able to get me.
What's splitted? Oh, is that the ramp land?
It's the ramp land, yeah.
Yeah, I think that land's good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Where is my land?
It should not look like the other cards because it's a proxy.
I know.
Or maybe your deck just has so many proxies that it
There it is.
looks like all the other cards.
You're good. All right, untap, draw, land, Rattleclaw. Your turn.
Draw. That's what I call a draw mocha. Let's see. Windswept Teeth and Europe.
All right, so
Actually, that can't be right. That can't be right. Plains, Europe.
okay. Well, let's let him counter something if he wants to. From Beyond.
Yeah, it's in there.
Go.
Oh, just not on time. I'm gonna take a point. You're gonna take 3.
Okay.
So I'm at 18. You're at 16.
Yep.
Here go.
Trigger, I'm going to put Cedric Phillips into play, and these are now
Scions.
Eldrazi Scions, and I'm going to sacrifice them because I like sacking Cedric.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? I went there. All right, so I'm going to play another Shrine, and I'm going to play a Hedron Archive, and I'm going to cast a Nissa's Pilgrimage.
Deal.
And your turn.
All right, Mantis Rider.
Yeah, you got a
Buddy,
lot of work
you're
to
gonna
do.
you're gonna have to do some things. You're gonna have to get in there. All right. Well, I will play Windswept Teeth, and I will 3.
I'm at 13.
Your turn.
Trigger. One more. Just one more, baby. Just one more. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
Trigger.
You get to destroy 2 target permanents.
Exile.
Exile. You're targeting Windswept Teeth and what else?
Your entire deck.
Ooh, that doesn't work.
Or, well, yeah. All right, I'm going to target this and your Prairie Stream.
Okay. I am going to see. I'm gonna fetch. I'll go to 17. Fortunately, I'm forced to get a basic plains.
Yeah.
And I am going to Ojitize commands to counter him.
And draw.
Yep, I'll draw.
All right, so that's going to happen, and he does not shuffle back in.
All right, so we counter draw.
And then exile those. Attack you with a Cedric.
16.
Your turn.
Draw. All right, so next turn. 2 cards in hand. Well, I'm just gonna say that I'm not beating another Ulamog. So
I can't have a basic land.
Huh? Yeah, I just if you have a land, I lose the game.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna play a Gideon, make a guy, and say go.
Okay. Trigger, make another that, draw, Play land.
Okay.
Sack it.
Yeah.
12. Yeah, and then
You're
I'm just
you
gonna
can
sack
this, get another Ulamog.
and then play it. Yep.
Yep, and I'm dead. Okay, we're here for game 4, and I'm old to 6, and the 6 is a little weak, but I'm gonna keep it because I do get to scry 1. How's your hand?
Lands and spells, ramped. I don't know.
This card's really good against him, but it's not a land, so I'm gonna bottom it. Go.
So you should just play more ramp spells, and then you won't have mana issues.
That's true. Ooh, to a land. Go.
Ramp.
Old rattle, dazzle. All right. So here's the question. Guess I will just play a Jace.
Oh.
Go.
Thought it was dying.
It's not dying. I'm probably dying, but
The only way to keep him, I guess, if I do this, it forces him to keep mana open next turn.
all right.
Potentially.
Draw.
Just don't wrath. That would be bad.
Don't place Radiant Flames for 1.
Yeah, that would be gross. I guess it's impossible with that mana right there.
Not if I have red source in my hand.
Yeah.
All right. What are my plans here? I'm gonna start by doing this.
Block.
Okay. I'm gonna discard. Discard a plains. Fetch a plains. Play this and hope that I'm not dead.
Well, you're not dead, but your permanents are pretty dead.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna make a cat.
Meow.
I mean, all my permanents can't be dead.
Not all of them. Alright, I'm gonna fetch for my duel down to 19, and
Okay.
I guess I just have to kill the Planeswalker, because like if he kills the Dragon Lord and starts attacking me for 5, that's really bad. It gives him a Jace, which kind of sucks, but I don't really know. I guess I could just attack with all of my Rattle Claws this turn and kill the Gideon.
Could do that.
Nah, we'll just play this and kill it.
Good.
And then your turn.
Alright. Okay, draw. Alright, let's see, do I want... do I want Jace flipped or unflipped? I think I want him to be a creature still. Maybe not, actually, if he has... Yeah, I think I want him to be a creature still, so I'm going to loot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so card. Discarding Mystic Monastery.
Okay.
And I will Valor Stance that guy.
Well, which mode?
Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll kitting on in.
17. We're kitting on in?
Yeah.
Have you used that joke before?
No.
Because you were not proud of it this moment. Usually you're proud of your jokes, and that's actually a good one. We're kitting on in.
That's actually the first. That's the first time I've used it. I'm
good.
not sure if I want to pass the turn yet. How many cards do you have over there?
3.
3.
They're
yeah,
really good.
Okay, I will pass the turn. You're up.
They're very good.
I'm sure they are.
And this is Pilgrimage.
You got it.
All right, I'm going to put a forest right here, and then I'm going to put forest right here, but it's going to sneak to here.
That's shifty.
And I'm going to play this this From Beyond.
That's pretty good.
Does that resolve?
It does.
So I'm going to attack with that guy.
All right, 18.
Your turn.
17. 17 all.
All right, you're up.
All right, what do I want to do? End of turn, I'm just going to dome you. May seem aggressive, but
13.
we're on the
We're on the we got to get this over with soon plan.
yeah. So okay. Start by looting.
Okay.
Discard this. Flip this. I will plus on a Rattleclaw.
Okay.
I will play Knight of the White Orchid.
Oh no.
Get a Prairie Stream. We're on the just pray that we're not dead plan 5, but we'll attack for 5.
All right. I'm go to 8.
Yep, you're up.
All right. Trigger. Put a Cedric into play. Draw. I'll go to 7. I'm gonna play an Ulamog with that plus that mana and all 3 Rattleclaws, keeping the Cedric around, and I'm gonna exile these 2. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep those 2 and pass the turn.
Okay. That was exactly what I did not want to draw.
Oh. The slow roll.
Go.
Remember the days when those at least scried?
Yeah, those were days.
Yeah, those
I don't
were.
know if they were the days.
Put a Cedric into play. Draw. Trigger.
20 cards. 3, 6, 9,
Damn.
12,
There.
15,
Fine.
18. No! You hit a bunch of Jeskai charms, which is really my only shot of winning at this point.
Then I'll just play another From Beyond in your turn.
Alright. No, I have to decide what I'm doing. I'm just going to take 10.
Oh, yeah, take 10 down to 7. Alright.
What's 7? I'm interested in number. Draw. Interesting card. It's a very interesting card. And I'm going to gain 4, draw a card.
Okay.
Just tap in a way that's good. So I go to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Jace Vryn's Prodigy go.
I just want to see if the game is over. No. You're going to get another turn.
Whew. I have 21 cards in my deck.
21, so you get exactly 1 turn.
Correct.
All right, I must think longer on this decision then, because it is very relevant.
I'm going to cheat
All right,
and look
fine.
at my bottom card.
All right, I'm going to put 2 tokens into play, draw for the turn, trigger. All right. Do you block?
No.
Okay, so
Got
you're
a
at 1,
1.
go, and you draw for the turn.
Fetch. Fail to find. Fail to find.
All right, yeah, let's YOLO this. It's not good, but...
Alright, this hand is fine, and I'm going to keep it, and hopefully things happen that are cool.
Go.
Although I do not possess a certain color of mana that would be awesome to possess.
Is it green?
Yeah, I don't have green. I'm just going to get a plains and play Knight of the White Orchid.
That is aggressive.
Well, it's either that or not play that guy for like 5 turns.
Go.
Alright, and draw. Stream and 2.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Ooh, morph.
That's pretty good. Alright, draw. That's also a good one. Alright, so I am just going to attack you.
I'll take it.
And then I'm going to play Gideon and make a 2-2. And your go.
That is good.
We're going to hope that this is good enough to go the distance.
It just might be.
We can only hope.
Alright, so I can get 6 mana. So I'm going to play this. 4. Play Hedron Archive and play From Beyond. And I'm going to take some damage.
It's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right,
Well, I still have to survive the turn.
We're gonna hope that that is good, but not enough. All right, what is my plan?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right, well, I'm definitely gonna play this.
11 would be my plan.
Yeah, that's.
It's a good
That's
plan.
exactly what I'm doing, but I'm
Yeah.
just thinking about the rest of my hand. So
5.
I'll put you at 5, and I'll pass the turn.
That's not good for me. That makes me think that the Dizzler.
Actually, I should have played this instead. I
Okay.
don't think it matters that much.
I feel like the Dizzler can deal with what I've got to offer. Alright. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 mana.
That's not enough, though.
It's never enough.
It isn't. This is just not enough.
I keep changing my mind. I think Windswept Teeth is a better play.
Hedron Archive.
Alright, I will disdain it. Or,
It's
yeah.
been killed. Your turn. Now you have red mana.
Yeah, I do.
Now I'm in a lot of trouble.
I'm gonna go to 18. Well, I don't have any red cards in my hand, so it actually doesn't matter.
That's even worse. It's all bad.
Well, some of the cards in my hand are lands, so. Alright.
How do I get out of this?
Alright. Let's see. Draw. Tilt. Well, plus attack.
So now that Gideon's at 6, that means... well, I have to block it. And I'm dead to pretty much anything next turn. If I block with Rattle Claw. Alright, block.
Okay.
Alright, I go to 3.
I will play a Prairie Stream and say go.
Alright. Make another Cedric.
Cedric.
Make another Tarka.
Yep.
2 and 3. Go.
No. I'm
really?
Just going
What
to
else is in your hand?
dig.
Oh no. Oh well, that's.
It's hopefully gonna find something that kills
Yeah.
you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it did not find necessarily a kill.
Interesting.
Well, maybe yeah. It didn't find a kill. Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh. So Gideon is what he is. You're at 3.
Yeah.
Alright, play lands. Make a cat.
Alright.
Say go.
Huh. Make a Cedric. Draw. Ulamog. Triggers before you do anything.
Yeah, what are you targeting?
I'm going to target Gideon and your red source.
Float a red.
Yep.
Response to that ability, I will. Leave a red floating and cast dig.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just take these two. I'll take these two.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah. My plan was you had a Mana Strider in your hand, right?
I had two. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like my plan was to keep you off red, keep this back, try to build something, and not lose to another dig.
Yeah, my dig was I took 2 Mana Striders off my dig. And I could take like Mana Strider plus Battlefield Forge or 2 Mana Striders.
Yeah, it's better to take the Mana Striders.
And then just hope to draw a red source. So.
Yeah, or yeah.
But then I had a second dig too, so I knew that like I was probably gonna get there. But.
Yeah, going from like 0% chance to win when you're digging the first time to like getting to set up a line of like keeping an Atarka back to block the Mantis Rider was like actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
that like never happens. All right, well I'm not gonna lie, I definitely did not think this ramp deck would perform that well. It felt pretty consistent. I was drawing mana guys a lot, and even in the last game, I kept no turn 2 or 3 action, and just like got there.
Right.
But yeah, Ulamog's pretty busted. Like, once he finally comes down, he does a lot of work. A lot more work than the last version.
Yeah, I think this Ulamog is better than the original Ulamog, even though the original Ulamog was better in combat. This one, like, you know, if it doesn't get countered, you're probably going to win the game anyway. This one at least does kills 2 things and is 1 mana cheaper. It's very relevant.
Well, usually when the original Ulamog was like killing 1 permanent, and if you could deal with the Ulamog, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But 2 permanents is usually the number that this format has resources in play.
Plus, like also exiling is pretty big game against a lot of things.
Well, against all the digs and just Den Protector shenanigans, stuff like that. Yeah. So I mean, this is a cool ramp deck. I feel like we're gonna need another set for it to be truly, a main player.
It's really missing efficient 2 mana ramp, like or 1 or 2 mana ramp. Like Rattleclaw and Whisper are good, and like I just didn't. Maybe I should have left Roast in my deck or something, but like I didn't have a lot of ways to interact with those guys, and so they really performed well. But against like a deck that's just playing like Slashes or Draconic Roars or both, sometimes it can be a little slow to get going. Like if you had like a Rampant Growth, it'd be phenomenal or something.
Yeah, I mean this format, I feel like they did a job. I'm not going to say if it's good or bad from the Wizards side, to not make sure that decks looked like they did before. And a lot of people are saying this is an underpowered format, but at the same time, like it really isn't when all the cards work together in a way that gives us a fun and enjoyable version of Magic. And I don't want to go back to a time with Tree Speakers and Primeval Titans and Velacut.
Yeah, turn 3 Primeval Titan wasn't fun.
No.
I mean, maybe some people enjoyed it, but I
didn't,
it. And most people that I've spoken to didn't either.
Yeah, and when Summoning Trap was around, so if you countered the spell, you could just get the thing anyway, and Jace and Stoneforge. So like that was the time of Zendikar block, and it wasn't enjoyable to any of us. And so at least in this format, I feel like cards are interacting, and when like Jeskai, the deck that originally thought was going to have a significant advantage in this matchup, still could stumble and lose, where like we might not know how these mana base are supposed to be built yet, and like that we're going to explore, but I just like that it feels like we're playing real Magic and actually making a ton more decisions that are relevant, whereas back then the decks were just a little bit too powerful.
Yeah, one of the things that happened, like I've been just testing a ton of this format, and one of the things that myself and some of the other people I've been testing with have come to the conclusion is that it's actually really hard to play games in this format. It's really hard to sequence or figure out exactly what to do on every given turn. And like, I was playing against like Majors last night, and we both said that we felt like we messed up every single turn of the game. Like both of us on both sides of the board. Like there's actually a lot. Like I've actually really been enjoying this format a lot. I know a lot of people have really written the set off or don't like the set, and like I understand where they're coming from. The set doesn't like look good, and it's much lower power level than things like Khans of Tarkir block. But at the same time, like that doesn't necessarily mean it's not fun to play.
Yeah, I mean, Khans was a really pushed set, and I mean, I never like those arguments of like things need to be banned or things need to be better or worse. Like, it just comes down to a lot of people that are entitled and want their Stormbreath dragons to kill people. That's just what it is. Like, people can be
Yeah.
mad. You can be mad at me right now, but so many people like say they lost because they got land screwed and they won because of skill. When in fact it's just they curved out with Stormbreath dragon. I mean, I was the Tarka guy for so long. Like, I played ramp all the time. I didn't feel like I was doing anything masterfully. I was just playing the right cards in the right order.
Yeah.
And everyone can do that.
Yeah.
And that's not Magic. And right now it is a complex format, and I've been playing a lot with Majors too because for some reason Majors plays all the time.
Yeah.
He doesn't. That's all he's been doing is just testing.
Yeah.
And so I guess
it's good. I mean,
he fell off. He wasn't playing on the Pro Tour, and then he won the first GP to get himself back on. So I feel like he saw his potential missed opportunity, and now he's just going full head strong to make sure that he gets there this year. I think he's gonna platinum. I honestly believe that Major's going to platinum this year.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's very good at Magic. So.
Yeah, but we've been playing a lot too, and he just keeps every game we play because I'm just playing the dumb obs on deck that I played last week and I wrote about, and he's just I just feel like every game I play I just feel more stupid. He just keeps making mistakes, and that's just a complex format. So many fetch lands, so many decisions, even on mana base.
Yeah, even on sequencing, the video I filmed against Todd earlier this week. Todd was mulliganing and did a bunch of stuff to get his game 1 hand, and I was sitting there the entire time, spend that entire 5 minutes figuring out how to sequence my lands, and I'm still not sure I got it right.
That's insane. Yeah,
I just had 3 fetch lands and a basic in this 5-color deck, and I didn't know exactly how to sequence it out.
Yeah, I mean that's the good thing about Magic is they keep us exploring, and after every single year where they've had this, it's just amazing that every single time I don't know what to do with these cards or think of them, and I've been playing the game forever.
And there's always cards that surprise us too.
Yeah.
Last set it was Hangerback Walker. That was a very under the radar card, and then Jeff Hooglin top 8'd and open with it. People started testing it. Now it's in every single deck.
Yeah, it's just so good.
Yeah, I mean it's just except these 2 decks.
Yeah, we don't have
probably why these decks are bad, but
well, yeah. To be fair, when we are doing versus videos trying to showcase new cards in Standard, I can't just keep playing my obs on Hangerback deck, which I will do in Standard when in competitive tournaments. But anyway, we're going a little long-winded here. Everyone, this weekend is the SCG Open that's Standard in Atlanta. Be sure to check it out. Cedric Phillips and Patrick Sullivan will be bringing 15 rounds of Standard coverage along with the top 8 if you are not able to go. But if you are able to go, you get one of these.
And you also get Brad Nelson flinging cards at you.
No, that's a special thing for you, baby.
Oh, sweet! I got the VIP package.
Yeah. The new Standard Open VIP package.
Yeah.
If you show up, Brad will throw cards at you.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen, Pete.
Already did it. It's already on the docket.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Join us later for some more videos, along with some articles, and we will see you next week with the same thing.
Yep.
Every week. Except we're going to be playing Modern and Legacy. So that'll be fun.